I visited this Angkor Wat in Cambodia before. If to use one word to describe it, I would say magnificent. So I'd like to now pass it to Juan to see if Juan visited any of the heritage sites, no matter is in Malaysia or other country.
The
Have
red
you
building in
visited
Malacca.
any? Sorry?
The red building in Malacca, does it count?
Yes, definitely.
And the one word, boring. The one word is boring.
Okay.
I pass next.
Okay, yes.
You are laughing, then Chi. Yes.
The very small heritage that I visited was Gunung Mulu National Park. One word to describe it was fascinating. Yeah, now I like to pick other people, right? In Thailand.
Actually, hello everyone. Actually, I share the same thoughts with Voice as well as Beyond. Actually, I think of Angkor Wat, but I think I decided to be different. So let me share another side. So I think I will pick Mount Kinabalu. That's the only thing I can think of now. So the one word to describe that I think is breathtaking. That's all for me. Thank you. Let me pick someone. Oh, let me pick Mr. Siwa. Don't mind.
Well, the only World Heritage Site, I am Siba, the only World Heritage Site that I visited was, I know for a fact that I visited was Angkor Wat also. So it was mind-blowing to me. That's the only way I could use to that. That's why it's stuck in my mind. Back to you. Oh, then it pick somebody else. Somebody online. Put Melvin lah. It's on the phone. Oh, never mind. Okay, then I pick Maldi.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm not sure whether the place that I'm going to mention. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not sure whether it's part of heritage, iconic location. This will be the China's Great Wall. I hope so. One word to describe when I went there, I still recall it's memorable to me. When I touched the wall, one thing that I felt it was so much of sacrifice, because that's how it was actually built. I can see that it's not easy to build that, and I know how much of effort and sacrifice has been done. So that's the one word that got to my mind when I touched the wall. So let me pass to Nisha.
Hi everyone, my name is Nash. I'm not sure if this is a World Heritage Site, but I've been to the pyramids of Giza. Yeah, so the interesting part is that it's very perspective shifting, because it looks like it's in the desert according to pictures, but when you're actually there, the city is right next door. So the city is encroaching upon the pyramids already. So the pyramids are going to be consumed by the city coming around it. So yeah, it's perspective shifting. I choose. Thank you.
Heritage change. Oh gosh. Helen Castle. And Batu Gajah. Yeah, they say it's haunted. I'm not sure what's that, but it's quite building is very nice for the culture. I heard that people is taking picture for the wedding picture also can be taken there, and then a nice sunset, something like that. maybe you guys can try to go there and see. Okay. Is it still? I think our time should have. Yeah.
Anyone else want to share? If not, I will proceed. Okay, so I feel that we all know each other better through this ice breaking, because we got to know about the interest in our heart, where is the most popular site, and how do we feel about it. By sharing all this, actually open up our mind to know more about the culture all around the world. And I know that actually Angkor Wat is quite popular among us. Yeah, so now I would like to start the briefing of house rules. May I have the next slide, please? Okay, the house rule is rather simple. Make sure that your phone is on silent mode, because we don't want to interrupt the meeting, and hope that everyone can focus 100% on the meeting. For the online attendees, please mute your microphone when you are not speaking. For online attendees, please pin the video of timer when you speak. And also for the speaker in a physical venue, please speak in front of the camera so that we can see you and hear you loud and clear. Okay, so next, I would like to pass the control to our Honorable President, Biyang, to deliver her opening speech. The control is to you, Biyang.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our Sergeant at Arms for today, Toastmaster Voice Lee, for helping us to know better about a lot of cultural heritage sites, both in Malaysia and also other countries. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests attending our meeting today. We have Jia Hui. Welcome to our meeting today. Visiting Toastmasters, we have distinguished Toastmaster Melvin Chia from Subang Toastmasters Club. We have distinguished Toastmaster Siwa Lingam from Di Utama Toastmasters Club. We also have Toastmaster Jacob from UTM Toastmasters Club. Let's put our hands together to welcome them to our meeting today. Thank you for joining us today. The theme for our meeting today is World Heritage Day. The main purpose of World Heritage Day is to promote awareness about the importance of preserving cultural heritage, such as historical buildings, monuments, and archaeological sites. Do you know that every year a theme is chosen to focus on different aspects of cultural heritage? The theme for last year was Heritage and Climate, while the theme for this year is Heritage Changes, which encourage people to focus on the current crucial issue of climate actions in relations to this cultural heritage. And usually during this day, a lot of activity has been carried out, and all these activities involve exhibitions, guided tour to these heritage sites and cultural events. And the purpose of all these activities is to promote understanding. As just now we heard Jen said, all these site is very boring, I believe, for youngsters. Not many of us know about the history of all these sites. So this is the purpose of this day, to help us to understand better about the history of this site, and to help us to understand better the importance to preserve all these sites so that our future generations, they get the chance to visit all these sites as well. And the list of heritage sites in Malaysia include Kinabalu Park, Gunung Muru, as mentioned by Hui Chi just now, Malacca and Georgetown historic cities, and the archaeological site in Lemong Valley. And of course, apart from Malaysia, there are a lot of incredible cultural heritage sites in other countries. This include Great Wall of China. I believe all of you know about this Great Wall of China. Bagan in Myanmar, Angkor Wat, as everyone know, as well as this Pyramid of Giza. All these are very famous historical sites in other countries. And I hope today everyone here, you will give yourself a chance to visit all these cultural heritage sites to allow yourself to understand better the history of all these sites and to live a memorable moment for yourself in your life. With that, I shall now hand over the control to our Toastmaster of the day, who is also our area director, Hui Chi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, President Toastmaster Bian. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club regular meeting 405. First of all, let us give ourselves a warm round of applause for Mr. Jen and able to volunteer who entered the line of line. My name is Hui Chi. It's my pleasure to be your MC, which is also called Toastmasters of the evening in a Toastmasters evening context. All right. So, why are we gathering here tonight? I believe it's not coming all the way just to see me, right? It's because of this one young gentleman. His name is Ralph C. Smedley. He founded Toastmasters International the year of 1924, 22nd October in Santa Ana, California. Why he started this non-profit education organization? It is because he saw the need of young men to learn how to speak, how to conduct a meeting, and how to do planning. And at that time, women, some of us here and some of us online, were not allowed to join Toastmasters. But thanks to this wonderful woman, her name is called Helen Blanchard. She disguised herself as homeless in this male-dominant organization. And in the year of 1973, finally, Toastmasters International opens to women as well. So we are very grateful because of her, we are able to join. Currently, there are 280,000 members in 104 countries, whereby we have more than 14,700 clubs around the world. So what does all these numbers mean? It means that when you join Toastmasters International, you are part of this big family and you can leverage on these numbers. You can think out of the box what you want to do with it. So what's the Toastmasters International mission? It is to empower all of us to become a better and effective communicator and leader. All right, that's about the history of Toastmasters International. What about Klang Bilingual Toastmasters? Can I hear an answer how old we are this year for the members? Non-members also can. So since you are frequent guests here, distinguished number, how many years? 18 years. Close. 17 years. We charted on 2005. So we are a teenager now. And why do we call ourselves bilingual? Some of you might be wondering. Actually, this bilingual means English and Mandarin. So members, you get to choose whether you want to do your English part or Mandarin part. You can also try your Mandarin in the table topic session later on. And I can say there are two strengths of Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club. They are to assign mentor to all the new members. So new members, don't worry, or even guests. When you join as a member, we have experienced mentor to guide you along this journey to expedite your learning. And on top of that, we have dedicated and hardworking expo teams to organize bonding activities such as hiking, eating, bowling, bouldering, badminton, what else? You name it and they will do it for you. Just looking because they are responsible. You can always give your suggestions to them and they will come up something fun. So we don't only work hard in speaking, we also play hard. Moving on to the main theme of the day. Our wonderful SAA and president have talked about it, so I'm not going to elaborate further on. I believe all of you know what is World Heritage now, thanks to Ian for telling this thing. Before that, I don't know, we need to preserve our culture. Now we can celebrate it by visiting all these places around the world, understand the country better. And all right, let's quickly go through what are we having today. The agenda for a Toastmasters regular meeting is we have 3 sessions. The first session will be impromptu speaking session. This is open to everyone. Members and guests are encouraged to participate so that they can train on quick thinking skills and translate it into a structured speech. And after that, we have members who have prepared their speech in advance, and they will deliver their 6-minute speech or 7-minute speech and enlighten us later on. And the final session will be led by our distinguished Toastmaster, Melvin, for the evaluation session. During, can I have you refresh our members' education chart? This chart serves 2 purposes. The first purpose is members. You can see where you are right now, right? Remind you to do your speeches. You can book your speech slot with our Vice President Admission, Angie. And for those, is in red, which means completed. And we are happy to have 2 members today, Nicholas and Malati, to deliver their speeches later on in the second section. All right, now it's time for me to introduce the role players for today. With that, I want to invite our grammarian. Our grammarian will be Iho. Over to you to explain your roles to the audience.
Thank you, Chief. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to the language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarians, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day, which is memorable, that has been explained by Voice just now. You are encouraged to use the word today as frequent as you could in this meeting, and I will count how frequent the word has been used. Prior to the conclusion of the meeting, I shall give my report and the usage of the word of the day. And thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much for our memorable grammarian. I believe all of us are going to have a memorable meeting later on. Now I'd like to invite our host fielder, PM1 Thailand, to explain on his role.
A very good evening, everyone, to the general manager as well as our fellow Toastmasters. My name is Thailand, and I'm your today accountant. So the purpose of having an accountant is for me to know unnecessary as well as inappropriate words or sounds that are being used by the speakers as a con or as a concealer. During the meeting, I will listen carefully and also I will keep track on the number of times that the words, phrases, as well as sounds that are being used inappropriately or unnecessarily. For example, words that will be counted as inappropriate interjections are like and, well, that, so, and you know. On the other hand, example of unnecessary sounds would be like and will also be noted. Lastly, I will also record it when the speaker uses repeated phrases or words. Example would be you know, and this means this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report to the fellow members here about the number of times that these mistakes have been made during the meeting. That's all from me. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Arthur. Now let's move on to our timer. Can we have each to explain on the role? On Hi, Yuxuan, are you there? Come to my laptop. Okay, the laptop got problem. So, I'll invite acting timer Angie to explain the timer on behalf. As a timer, I will monitor and keep track of the time throughout the meeting. For the time, I will time the table topic master, speaker, and the evaluation. I also will alert each speaker of the time they have left, use green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times. Follow members and guests you were urged to deliver your speech. I will report from the end of the meeting. You pass it to you. Thank you so much to our Angie. Now I'd like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Melvin to introduce his role as General Evaluator. Over to you, Melvin.
Thank you very much, Weiji. My role as the General Evaluator is basically to provide my humble feedback at the end of the meeting on areas that I like about the meeting, and also I'm impressed by the meeting, as well as the areas for further improvement based on my observation and suggestion. With that, back to you, Weiji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Melvin. All right, now is the most exciting session whereby we get to train our impromptu speaking skill. I'll now like to invite MJ to the virtual stage to handle this session. Over to you, MJ.
President, fellow Toastmaster, and welcome guests. Good evening. Right now, you are going to have an opportunity to participate in one of the most interesting and exciting portion of a Toastmaster meeting, which is the table topic session. The purpose of table topic is to have members and guests practice impromptu thinking and speaking on their feet. This skill of speaking on your feet will help you throughout your career and also will be valuable in your home life as well. To help you practice today, I have prepared a few topics that will help you meet these goals. Table topics are fairly short. A table topics presentation should last from 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the timer will show the green light, and 1.5 minutes, the timer will show the yellow light, and at 2 minutes, the timer will show the red light. And then after you see the red light, you have another 30 seconds. So begin to finish your talk. It's important to remember that once you see the yellow light, you have met your goals and you can start to end your talk. So who's want to be the first volunteer for our table topic this evening? No one volunteer. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys are free to participate in Chinese as well. Make our table topic evaluator brainstorm a bit or check him a bit, because it's been a long time for members to participate in Chinese. No one, 1, 2, 3, no one. Then I think I will. Oh, I see someone raise their hand. Is that Yihao? Oh, I can see voice also raise your hand. Oh. Is it? Do you want to go second? Okay, great. Hey, who's now? Who's first? Why Yihao suddenly sitting back? Please share already. Who want to go first? Please unmute yourself.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, Melvin. Okay, Ken. So there are 6 topic that I have prepared. You may choose from the number 1 to number 6, then I will brief you.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yes.
Okay, number 1. Okay. So for number 1 is a special topic which you are given a question, a topic which is, do you prefer coffee or tea? But there's a twist in it, which in between your speech halfway, I will inform you that it's time to switch your choices. For example, if you are talking about you prefer coffee, but halfway on your speech, I will let you know it's time to switch up your choices. So you, at the moment, need to change your selection, then you continue your speech from there. Okay, I believe you can take up this challenge. So Melvin, do you prefer coffee or tea? Do you prefer coffee or tea? Melvin, the speech.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master. Of course, my direct answer will be I prefer tea. Why? Because tea is more pleasant and it's very mild. Because I've been growing up since childhood, I like to take food that is mild in taste. So I don't take sweet stuff. I don't take strong taste. I prefer mild taste. Okay, so because it's from training from my parents, my parents like to cook things without salt, so it tastes very bland. But to me, I'm okay. So in a way, it's good because I can go anywhere in the world because I can eat anything. I have no issues about whether
Okay,
it's tasteless, whatever it is. Thank you. But
It's time to-
eventually, going through this life, then I realized something missing. Why should I take something which is tasteless? I can try a lot of variety of taste in the market, and especially in Malaysia, there are so many traditions, heritage, different kind of culture and different kind of richness in all the kinds of food. You have, Malay food, you have Indian food, now even you can also consider Korean food, Japanese food. It's all everywhere, when you go have your Japanese, you can go for omakase, you go for your Korean, you can always go for your, bibimbap or whatever, the kimchi, and then you can even try Italian food, now you have Gordon Ramsay here, all the good food which I miss. So my conclusion is I'll try out all kinds of food, whatever is tasteless or is very rich in taste. That back to you, Paper Topic Master.
Thank you, Marvin. Thank you for participation and be the first one to volunteer yourself. So next, can I have the next brief soul? Is it Yihao? Yep, I can see you. Okay. Okay, Yihao. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Which question do you like to take on? Number 3. Okay. Number 3 is also an interesting one, which you get to switch your standpoint halfway through your speech. The topic is, Yihao, do you like spicy food? Do you like spicy food? Yihao, the stage is yours.
Do I like spicy food? For me, I'm a person, I'm not sure how many of you here have tried the Korean spicy noodle. If you have tried, can you raise your hand? Have you tried the 2 times one? The 2 times one? For me, to express my love towards this spicy food, I even tried this spicy noodle by challenging myself without drinking any liquid or water. And I have successfully did that. And I can say that I'm a person who really like to eat spicy food. And yeah, so other than that, I also tried a lot of other variety of spicy food, such as, I'm not sure how many of you tried McDonald's fried chicken, that is spicy one, the 2 times spicy one. Yeah, I can see Suren, you're nodding your head. For that, I also tried without drinking any water. And yes, I also successfully challenged myself to do that. And
okay, switch.
Throughout my journey in trying all these spicy food, of course, I when especially after I tried the spicy food, right, I will often regret about it, but not at the moment when I savor the food. I really like the feeling, but it's actually the after feeling. For those people who like to eat spicy food, you will know, especially when you go to the bathroom. So that's the time you will suffer and you will get the aftertaste of the spiciness. Okay, yeah.
Okay, switch, Yihao, switch.
And throughout this, right, I also know some of my friends, they doesn't like spicy food. Why? Because one thing they share with me is when you eat spicy food, right, you lose the taste of the food. Because if you add spiciness into the food, you lose the, maybe if you put the chili or the chili sauce in the fish, you will not taste the freshness of the fish anymore. Yeah, so with that, for me, I think it's good to have both type of food, and sometimes it's good to have spicy, sometimes you can have the non-spicy ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Yihao. I can feel your passion in having spicy food. Sorry for making you to say that you don't like spicy food. Okay, so next, can we have our third brief? So is it voice? Okay, so I have number 2, 4, 5, and 6. Which one do you like
Number
to take?
2.
Number 2. Okay, lucky for you, number 2 is a normal question. The question is, have you ever gone skydiving? Have you ever gone skydiving? Voice. The floor is yours.
If I have been given a chance to try skydiving, of course I wanted to try. But sad to say, I haven't tried it yet. But I believe that that is a very good experience because by just looking at the videos of people doing skydiving, I start to imagine myself that I'm doing it myself. You know, that adrenaline height that spike in the body, right? I can feel that it's quite awesome. But first of all, I need to overcome my fear of height first. Because I know that I'll be trembling on top of the platform and wanted to reconsider whether I want to jump or not. Whether I want to follow the instructor to really release myself and open up my mind to fly like a parachute. Yeah, that's all my imagination. So even I haven't tried it personally, but I can feel the feeling already. That's why I'm actually looking forward to really skydive myself. But first I have to overcome my fear. And I believe once I overcome my fear, that will be an awesome experience. And it also makes me feel that I should remind myself that I shouldn't limit myself. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of opportunities. And we only live once. Why not just give it a try? Who knows, I fall in love with it and I go for skydiving every year. Yeah, so that is my feeling about skydiving. And I hope one day I can really skydive. And not only myself, I want to skydive with my husband. Hopefully he does not have any fright of height like me. Yeah, so wish my dream come true one day that I can really skydive and take a picture to share with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, voice. It's a good try. And then I was surprised that you are so excited and in skydiving. For me, myself, I have not tried before, and then I'm not sure whether I'm going to try because I do really have a fear of height. Okay, next. Who else would like to volunteer? Is it, let me see, no one raising their hand. No one raising their chat. Too bad Jen is TTE today. If not, I will volunteer him to give it a try. In that case, right? No one, then I can volunteer. Can I volunteer which here?
Bro, okay, let me do.
Oh, yeah, I heard some voice, but I can't see. Suran, okay, welcome. Where are you? Are you in the physical venue? Okay, okay, great. Okay, I have number 4, 5, and 6. Which one do you like?
Number one again, sorry.
Sorry, number 4, 5, and 6.
Number four.
Number 4. Okay, number 4 is normal question. Yeah, you don't get to switch in between. The question is, have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Student, the floor is yours.
Yeah, if I ever ridden a motorcycle, is very complicated to answer this. One day, I come to home with injured on my hand and knees, and my mom wondered, okay, what happened to you? Why you are injured, getting injured, and the blood is actually quite a lot. And my mom asked, Mom, I've actually ride bike for the first time. And that time I don't have a license. I'm probably like 15 or 14 years old. And in Malaysia, to get a license, you should be, if I'm not mistaken, 16 and above. So my mom quite upset about it, and she get to know how you ride the bike, from where you actually get the bike from. I was saying the story that I borrowed the bike from my friend, the bike was full. So, and then I decided to ride. And when I ride, it wasn't going in towards my favor, and then there was a car coming in. I don't know how to control it, and then I just ran over some grass and end up falling and hurting myself. And then that day onwards, my mom decided you should stop riding bike. But guess what? Everybody is kid, so I choose not to listen to her. And after that onwards, I learned to ride bike safely. And in fact, I'm riding bike on a regular basis, especially going to my work. If anyone's going from Klang to anywhere, Subang, Shalam, you probably know the jam is quite terrible. And if you want to reach the destination within like 30 minutes, the only option is please bike. Even train slow sometimes, and car, you don't have to say about it. During jam, easily takes 2 hours. So as to answer the question, yes, I do ride bike. And yeah, over to you, Toastmaster, table topic master.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Suran. So I did ask the right question to the right person for someone who is riding a motorcycle most of the time. Okay, just let me check with the timer. Do we have time for one more speech?
Yeah, one more.
One more, huh? Okay, can. So who's the last lucky person who get to try my table topic question? I have 2 more questions. One of it is the special one that you get to switch in between, and one of it is the normal one.
Okay, MJ, I can be the next
So
one.
Young, yeah, okay. Unmute yourself. Okay. So do you want the special one that you get to switch in between, or you want the normal one?
Let's try the special one.
Special one. Okay, can. So
Yeah.
the special one is number 5. Do you
Okay.
enjoy watching horror movies? Do you enjoy watching horror movies? Yeah, the floor is yours.
To be honest, I'm not someone who is so brave like my friends who love to watch horror movie, and she always try to drag me, and I always reject her invitations to watch a horror movie, because every time when I watch horror movie, the ghost will come out in my dreams. Thus, I will not watch horror movie again after the only one time that I watched together with my friends. And that is the only one time. And also the last time I watched horror movie with my friends.
Okay, switch. It's time to switch.
However, if let's say there are people who can convince me to watch horror movie together with her, I may consider, because I think sometimes it is good for me to release stress, especially after work, where I can scream together with her. While in the dark cinema, no one know me. I can scream as much as I can to release the stress. And if I have chance to watch horror movie again, I don't mind to watch it together with KBTC members, as we have never have any activities to watch movie together. We can have a plan to watch horror movie in the cinema. Probably next term, our president can organize one activity to watch movie together for KBTC members. With that, thank you. Back to you, our table topic master MJ.
Thank you, Bia, for giving it a try. Sorry for making you lie that you like horror movie. For myself, I don't really like horror movie, and I think I have only watched once when I was young. Okay, now thank you everyone for participating in this wonderful table topic session. I hope I get to host another table topic session soon in the future, but not too soon, so I can bring up more interesting topics for you guys to try. Okay, so I will pass it to Toastmaster of Winning, Peachy.
So much for the interesting topics from MJ. Now let's vote for your favorite table topic speaker. We have heard a few interesting speeches from different speakers. When our Toastmaster is ready, we'll pull out the Slido. And please go to slido.com. The code is #405, or you can scan the code. Vote for your favorite table topic. Your vote is important. Please vote. So, all right. While you guys are voting, now let us move on to our table topic evaluation, whereby we have our immediate past president, Jen EH5 SL2 to evaluate the table topic speakers just now. I'd like to hand it over to Jen. Are you ready, Jen?
Yeah. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'm sure you have the same thoughts about the table topic speaker as me just now. Lots of them did a very good job. And let's jump into the first ones. Toastmaster Melvin, distinguished Toastmaster Melvin. Something that I love about your table topic speech just now was your ability to cater your topics to the team. And I think this one is a demonstration of quick thinking on your feet. So that one is something good about your speech. And then something to improve, to be better in what you already did well, is you already did very good job to cater it to a team. Something to be better is try to relate it back towards the topic of the table topic. Because after the switch, your topic is tea and coffee. So after you switch from tea to coffee, you spend a lot of time in World Heritage, and I thought your topic has changed to World Heritage. Okay. Second one's our Toastmaster Yihao. Toastmaster Yihao is spicy and non-spicy food. First thing good. I think this is your strength. I've seen it in a lot of your speeches, is your ability to use big gestures. You use big gestures like this, raise out your hands. And all these big gestures shows that you are very confident. And this is something that I think a lot of people, including myself, can learn from you. So when you speak gestures, you show that you are confident and you have a great position. Moving on to something that you can improve even better is to move around with your legs, because you use your hands, you didn't use your legs. So you stay in the same positions, but you didn't use your stage as much. Then our third speaker, voice. So voice have attracted me at the start of the speech with a very good energetic tone. I cannot imitate the tone because I don't have that. And that is something that attracted me, and it is something so good to be able to help us pay attention to what you are speaking. Something to improve is, I'm really curious about an example of experience, like how your fear of heights affect you, because you mentioned about your fear of heights, and then I think adding on your examples, adding your experience can help us to relate to you more. Okay, and going on to Suren's. Suren's good thing is he described his story in a very detailed way. He described it so detailed, and it helps me to picture his story, picture him during his younger time so vividly, and I can relate so much to him based on his ability to describe the detail of the story. And I think that one is a good thing that we can learn. And something to improve on is Suren have this body language quite often, and this is the opposite of what Ihao has just did. This shows that you're not confident, shows that you are very nervous. And this one, you need to open up your body language even more. Then you can, maybe you're not aware of that, but by being aware of that, you can slowly make choices and control them step by step. And let's have our last, dear President Yang, watching horror movie, does she like it or not, is a switch question, so difficult. So the good thing about Bian is also her ability to share her feelings in the story. So it's not just the story that she shared the feelings of the story. So the feelings of the fear inside the cinema and in her dream also, that helped me to relate to when I was watching a horror movie also. At first it was scary, but when you get to learn more, when you watch more, you get immune to it already. And then something that you can improve is your ability. You can try to change your tone even more. Throughout your speech, you were quite monotone. By changing your monotone, let's say if you are saying fear, you can make it louder. Yeah. So basically, these are the 5 paper topic speaker, and I'm glad I can be your evaluator. And I am so happy to hear such great things from you and learn so much from you all. Hopefully I can hear from you very soon. And that's all. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, national badminton player and international badminton player, Jen. Right. So I love the way Jen was always very cheerful and motivating to share information. Now let's move on to an interesting session whereby it's very educational one. I'd like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Nishan to have this special session on evaluation tips. And here's a short introduction of him. Since the winning team today is World Heritage Day, if I were to describe him as one of the World Heritage UNESCO site, it would be Georgetown. Why do I say that? Because I find that he really like those, and don't mean his age is very young, don't get me wrong. Those ancient building was full of knowledge. So he has participated in district level, which is equivalent to national level kind of evaluation contest before. And at the same time, he also participated in various level contests. He enjoys sharing evaluation and teaching because it enhances the self-awareness on his own speaking ability. He will then later share with us how he structures his evaluation, how he relates to the speaker, and the things to take note on. And with that, let's put our hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster to the stage.
Let me check if it works. Works perfectly. So hi everyone, my name is Nishan. I joined a few months ago, but I've actually been a member of Toastmasters for about 6 to 7 years. I'm really sorry for not coming because for the last few meetings, because I've been struggling to balance between my schoolwork and Toastmasters. And in the pursuit of becoming more well-rounded, I've become also much more well-rounded. So I hope I can also give you a very well-rounded evaluation session of what you can look into, as well as how to organize a good evaluation. So as Hui Chi has mentioned, I've gone to district level as well. And what I've picked up along the way is that there's certain things that judges look for when you're evaluating based on the script. And I'm going to be sharing with you what is the rubric I have to evaluate. So when I evaluate people, I actually have already a piece of paper. I'll quickly write down what am I looking for. And all these points I can fill in. If they meet this criteria, great. If they don't meet this criteria, it's out. So it systematically eliminates certain things I can look into very, very quickly. So when you evaluate, the one thing I like to really think about, I'll just keep this. The one thing I really like to think about is the speaker's objective. So the purpose of speech is actually to deliver a message. And you need to know what the speaker is trying to do. A lot of the time, we give general evaluations, not knowing what the speaker's intention. Recently, I had a speaker who was talking about rebelliousness and trying to choose your own path. But the whole speech was conflict with different people the whole time. So the message was blurred out. And many times we forget, that's what they're trying to do. How do we make the speaker's message come across better? That's the ideal purpose of the evaluation. So what we do have is a speaker speech sometimes. Maybe they're trying to draw a horse, but you really notice that they're not achieving the goal, which looks a bit funny at one side. So your job is to try and bring that to the ideal speech. But what does an ideal speech look like? So what an ideal speech looks like is an ideal speech has several components, things that improve comprehension, things that improve engagement, and things that improve interaction. I'm going to be going through all of these and sharing with you one by one. The first one is organization. You see, when I look at a speech, I just think, does the organization actually support what they're trying to achieve? If they're trying to persuade, then I would say, okay, what's the problem? Have you have a problem in your speech that you make relatable to all of us? We all care about the same problem. Have you bought into that problem? And then only would you give a solution. Many speakers just give a solution without creating the problem in the first place. Or if I'm looking at an inspiring speech, how do you move someone from point A to point B? What is the journey and what is the lesson? Or finally, you also have entertaining speeches, which need to have some element of conflict. So if your thing has no conflict and resolution, then you fail in your objective of entertaining. So knowing what the speaker is trying to do and having a format that supports that is something that's very important. Now, the next thing I look to do is information. A lot of people, what they like to say is things like 50% or 73% or 53 metric tons. Personally, I hate this because I can't imagine that. So what I like to do is interact with the audience more. I say, okay, 50 or 50% of you, or half of you in here probably have heard of this. Or I like to say as large as an elephant. The more relevant you can make it to the audience, what they can see, or 20% of the chairs here, or all those having phones, that builds a connection. So I always comment on something with regards to how they deliver things more relatively. Finally, visual aids. Now, the purpose of visual aids is to enhance or anchor a point. A lot of speakers, they take out a visual aid for one sub point, then they put it back in their pockets. So the problem with this is it doesn't actually enhance retention in any aspect. What I like to do when I see a speaker is see how can they use the same prompt multiple times in a speech and enhance it. For example, life is a box of chocolates. So you can take the chocolates and ask the audience member to close the eyes and draw one chocolate. So the first point would be you don't know what you're going to get. The second point would be different audience members can take different chocolates. Some will be bitter and some will be sweet. So some memories are sweet, some memories are bitter. So using the same object, seeing it in different forms, like a banana peeling or before the banana, are different ways you can show visual aids to interact with the audience. More interactive rather than just keeping it as a small little prop in one part of the speech. Now, When it comes to interaction, interaction is something that's very important when it comes to public speaking. So how many of you love to ask questions? I think a lot of people like to ask questions. The purpose of questions is actually to bring the audience back. And there is a difference between close-ended and open-ended questions. So sometimes you want to navigate or guide the audience towards a certain point, you bring a close-ended question into the picture. Because a close-ended question lets you anticipate where you're bringing the audience to a conclusion. And it lets you form pre-existing responses. If they say yes, what do you say? If they say no, what do you say? This is the advantage of these kind of questions. Whereas open-ended questions give you more time for them to think about different things, but we don't often have time for that. So I often tell speakers to change from open-ended question to more direct question to bring yourself to the topic. Other things that I look into is responses. A lot of speakers, they speak, they ask a question, and then they just run. They move to the next point, which can appear very self-centered. So the main thing that I always look into is, are they actually responding to the clients of the participants' responses? Are they engaging after a response has come? Do they wait for a response? And this is something very important. And referencing members of the audience, for example, Mr. Siva, or you can even say Angie, anybody who's in the audience, these are very good ways to enhance interaction when you're speaking. So all this is actually something I'm looking into constantly, and I already have prepared like a framework in my mind. And I'll just tick and cross whether accordingly they're meeting it. Other things is getting relatability. Are they putting yourself on the same level as the audience? Do they, for instance, take a position of expert? Or do they humble down and say that, okay, maybe I didn't know about evaluation many years ago. I genuinely started off copying others, eye contact every time, just say eye contact. But the main thing is understanding that I took this up slowly from a mentor that taught me for many years. And so building this rapport with people in the beginning, coming at the same level, are you getting on the same page with me before I continue talking? All these things are things that are very important in interaction. And the final one, people don't really realize it's really important how you come in and how you talk to the audience, because that warms them up to you. In a Toastmaster setting, everybody's going to be like, yay, hooray, hooray, let's support you. But in most places, they probably wouldn't care. So knowing to get along with people beforehand, introducing yourself, or coming on stage. I've seen some people, they look like they have a death sentence, They come on stage, look so miserable. And suddenly, hello, ladies and gentlemen. So these kind of things, this kind of contrast are also other things you can look into, because you evaluate the speaker as a whole in the performance. Now, the final things that I generally touch on is these small rubrics. So I'm going to go over language very quickly, because language is actually the hardest thing to pick up. It's something that you pick up through reading. Things like alliteration is having the same word that sounds the same in the beginning. For example, Department of Daydreams, or Dust to Daybreak, D&D. You also have triads, which a lot of you all know, short, medium, tall, 3 points in the speech, A, B, and C. So I'm really looking at all of these things. Are they using similes as large as the elephant? Are they using vivid words, sparkling water, lush trees? Are they painting a picture? So I just have a box there. Are they fulfilling anything in this positively or negatively? And finally, sentence variety. Short sentences, then very long sentences. And then they vary this accordingly in the speech. So, and notice there's something wrong with the language, I'll probably pick up one of these things. Then we have vocal variety. For me, I have 5 P's. I just write 5 P's down. Position. Are you taking an authoritative position? Are you taking a weak or submissive position? How's your power like? Are you inflecting your voice? Are you throwing your voice and then bringing it down? How are you managing the pace? Pauses to bring audience in. All these things I already have in 5 P's. So any of these P's, I'll just take across accordingly. They bring character to the person they're bringing into. And finally, body language. So body language, I just use the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Have you heard of that song? So it goes like head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, that kind of song. It's actually very simple. I just divide the body into different zones. And when I look at the body, I just think like this, okay, toes. Toes is important because some places you have scene space and conversation space. So some people are very good actors or speakers. Everywhere they refer to that scene. This could be a deathbed, this could be a hospital, this could be anything. But then they move differently, and when they talk to the audience, they're here. So they created different spaces with the toes. These, how do you move with intention? When you're bringing a point to the audience, you come forward. But when you're summarizing, you come back. That's the knees. The hands, the wider gestures. All these things to incorporate audience better, or facial expression. So this is just the tick boxes that I generally have already prepared in the evaluation sheet. Having this in allows me to focus more on other things that are more important. Because these things are the basics. And if they don't master the basics, you can't go on to the more advanced things. The advanced things go with feelings. For example, there's something the speaker is doing wrong. Why do I not feel connected with the speaker today? There's a reason for that. There's a feeling. Is it the speaker didn't pay attention to me? Is it the speaker didn't relate to me first? There's something there. So it's looking at a feeling you get from a speaker and articulating those feelings. So those things take more time. By quickly going over these things, you can eliminate the things that are basic and focus more on gut feeling. What's wrong? What are they not doing? Why am I not feeling engaged? Did they miss something? So these are important questions. And before we go to Q&A, I think I'll just quickly go over the P formula. So many ways of evaluating come out, and people like to use acronyms a lot. They put their points like PIE or something like that. Or they even do sandwich method. Something I like to do when I'm dealing with audiences that are not in a contest is to ask the audience, what do you think of the speech? If you say it's interesting, then I can ask you back, why do you think so? So I can take the audience responses and feedback, and I can articulate in my own words. Yes, it's interesting because you personify this character much better than most people personify characters. So you can bring them into the evaluation. But in the contest setting, I use a very simple formula, the P formula, which is bringing back the message of what's the speaker trying to achieve. The first thing is thanking them for sharing with us a story about their mother's passing. Right? So it brings back the message. So in this speech, a mother's passing, great characterization. You need a message, you need different things. So it brings back the focus. What was the speaker trying to achieve? Thank you for this. Then I signpost. For example, while breaking down and analyzing your speech, I noticed 3 points. Because there are points in analysis in the evaluation we bring. So by saying I'll break down and analyze and listing it out, it's a very clear way to find out what I'm trying to do. Then a point example of that is the simplest way of all. I just say, I like what you did. For example, at this point in the speech, you move this way, and this really showed me that there was, for example, you had no intention and direction in the movement. And this showed me that you changed as a person from who you were before to who you were after. That's the example. The effect is, now I understand there was a transformation that took place. So having this PEA, I just have PEA written down. And what's the point? What's the example? And what's the effect of that example of the action? So everything, even upon recruitment, I noticed that you kept moving around. And the example, when you're describing this point, you just kept moving your toes. The effect is distract the audience. And finally, I summarize, which is to say the main points. So by using these formulas or these rubrics in between, I don't know about all of you, but in my very first contrast, I went to district, which is the highest level. And that's because I already had everything like formula in the beginning. So it removed most of the brain work that I needed to do. And it allowed me to focus on the more nuanced aspect of the speech. For example, their tone, their position, their voice, their other things in their posture. So I just hope that my sharing today will give a little bit insight of the things that I look into while giving an evaluation and what is my baseline that I operate on. Do you have any questions? Bit technical, huh? Yeah. There are many technical aspects that and many formulas to remember things. 5 Ps, head, shoulders, and toes, and many others. So if there's really nothing, I just want to thank you all. I hope that was well-rounded enough. And thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Nishan, for sharing with us all these golden nuggets. Now it's a group photo session. I believe Shasmir is it. Take photo right according to the agenda, or is there anyone else something to take photo? And for a physical photo, please come forward, join me, very to the discussion. So that people forward and each online people I like to invite Glenn and Jay to this convenient for both of you. You can switch on your camera to show your beautiful and handsome faces. Someone on Shakespeare, you can.
Should I click later? I think that.
Yeah,
Wait, ah,
Shasmil,
second,
Shasmil, you will take, right?
Are you? Shakespeare, are you ready?
Wait.
Okay,
Sorry.
Shasmil, do you need me to take?
Can also.
All right.
I want to find it
So-
in gallery view. Sorry.
All right.
You go
so
first. You go first, Biang.
Yeah. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
So I will take photo now. 3, 2, 1. Smile. All right. So I will take another one, freestyle. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, one more for the people at the physical meeting place. 1 second, yeah. So I will put, right. So can everyone see at the camera? Oh, done already at the physical, all right.
You'll have
All right.
5 minutes break and you'll resume back at 8:48. 8:48.
All right, okay. Yeah. Juen, why you didn't go to the meeting place?
Dinner at home today.
Dinner at home.
Yeah.
So previously, you
Previously, dinner with
take your dinner nearby our meeting place, right? Before you go.
Dinner with Thailand.
Oh, is it? Previously, if you go to the meeting place, you have dinner with Thailand, is it? Yeah. Hello, Jiahui. Is Jiahui there? Jiahui is our guest today.
Yeah.
Jiahui, are you from UTM?
Oh no. I'm Jacob's sister. Yes.
Because
From
Jacob
Ipoh.
told me he is from UTM. And then
Yeah.
he introduced you to our club here. So I thought you are from UTM as well.
Oh no. I'm a teacher in Kuala Selangor.
Kuala Selangor.
Yes.
Wow, quite near to me. I stay at Kappa.
Kappa. Oh.
Yeah, so from my place to Kuala Selangor will take around 30 minutes.
Kuala Selangor to Kappa. Yes. So I
Yeah.
come here to learn to speak English more fluently.
So
learn
I
more
think you know a lot about Toastmasters because your brother Jacob is with UTM, right?
Not really, because I seldom see him.
You seldom see him.
Yes, because he's in Johor.
I see.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. So usually, right, in our meeting, right, we have 3 sessions. So the first sessions is the sessions that you saw just now.
Yes.
That sessions we call table topic sessions. We also call thinking and speaking on the spot sessions. Yeah, so these sessions train our impromptu speaking skills because these skills is very important that we need this skill almost every day. For example, are you currently working or still studying?
Working.
Yeah, so for example, like your boss talk to you, you need to answer your boss on the spot. Or when you go to interview, you need to answer the questions on the spot. Yeah, even your colleagues or your parents talk to you, you need to talk talk to them and reply them on the spot. So this skill is so much important, and usually how well we reply, it determines our performance, especially in the workplace. Yeah, so there is no right or wrong. Yeah, in that sessions. So you just speak whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
Wow, Melvin, so cute. Your your son or daughter, Melvin? Son. Wow, very cute and very chubby. How old is he?
9 months.
9 months. Wow, still very small.
Yeah. Hey, cô姐姐.
Hello.
Know how to call already?
Sorry, Jen.
Know how to call already?
9 months.
Yeah, right.
9 months still cannot speak.
Biyang, when is yours? Biyang, when is yours?
Wait for you. Wait for your turn first.
Cannot you Taji. Need to let Taji go first.
Okay. So Jiahui, coming back to the 3 sessions. Just now that is the first sessions, and the second sessions is the prepare speech sessions, whereby our member, they will prepare the speech. It is a 5 to 7 minute speech, usually based on the pathway that you selected. We usually have 11 pathways based on which area of communications that you want to improve. Yeah, so later I can share with you the 11 pathways, or I think Jacob, he will share with you. So some people, if they want to master their presentation skills, so they will choose presentation mastery. Like Jen is our immediate past president. So he took engaging humor pathway. So he want to be someone, more humorous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there are persuasive influence pathway and more as well, total 11. Later I will share with you. So each pathway, there are total of 5 levels, and each levels, right, each level there are around 3 to 4 speeches that you will need to deliver before you can complete the whole level. Yeah, so that is the second sessions, and you will see later after this break time. Yeah, and the third session is evaluation sessions, whereby we will have our evaluator to provide their constructive feedback to you, and you can take the feedback into considerations for your improvement in the next speech.
Oh,
yeah. So you will see these sessions as well later.
Right. Online people can hear me loud and clear. Hi. Can they hear me? Yeah. All right, cool. I hope everyone had a good refreshment with our lovely meal prepared our SPA, and of course good chat just now. And now moving on to our second prepared speech session, whereby we have 2 amazing speakers. First of all, we have Nicholas, who will be delivering his presentation mastery path, level 1, project 1, icebreaker. If I were to use one World UNESCO Heritage site to describe him, it would be Lenggung Valley era. Why? Because it's a historical archaeological site, and there are a lot more for us to discover. He just joined us as a new member. And with that, let us put our hands to welcome him to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Ricky.
introduce about it, but
It's
he's
okay.
an
Let me
engineer.
introduce.
He's an engineer in profession, and at the same time, he loves to give training. However, he has the fear of public speaking. Thus, he joined Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club. Nicholas Chi, my profession, passion, and dream. My profession, passion, and dream. Nicholas Chi, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Richie, Toastmaster of Evening, for the kind introductions. Okay. Good evening to our club president, Richie, fellow Toastmaster, and guests. 20 years ago, when I'm just a student in Mount Indian University, I was inspired by a lecturer, Dr. Gobi, who teach us electrical subjects. The way he engaged with the student impressed me. And I thought to myself, I want to become like him once I graduate from university. Fellow Toastmaster and guests, my name is Nicholas, and I'm here today to talk about my passions, my professions, and dreams. Right? From a young age, I always wanted to become. From a young age, I always knew that I want to become a lecturer, teaching in a government university. Training and delivering lessons will be always my passions, right? I felt satisfied when in transferring knowledge to others and knowing that they grow from that knowledge, right? Knowing that I have made a positive impact to their life, drive my passions. Right? However, life has another plan for me. Actually, I have ended up becoming an engineer since I graduated, but that doesn't stop me from pursuing my passions. Throughout the years, I have tried to find opportunity to conduct training that related to my field. However, becoming a great speaker, delivering speech in front of thousands of people will be my dream. Becoming a subject matter expert and is just not good enough. My fear of speaking in front of a lot of people in public will be always my hurdles. So how can I become a great speaker if I have the fear of public speaking? Okay. Last year, I took a first step towards my goal, achieving my goal by joining KBTC. So, KBTC and enroll in this presentation mastery pathway. So I can say that KBTC has become a game changer for me. It actually created a platform for me to conquer my fear of public speaking and fine-tune my presentation skill. And also, I have an opportunity to be connected with the opportunity to be connected with those people who are having the same interest with me. Okay. Actually, I'm grateful for all the speech. I'm grateful for all the speech opportunity that is given by KBTC. And I know that I'm grateful for all the speech opportunities, and I'm actually excited to continue to pursue my dream to become a great speaker. I know that I'm on the right path by joining KBTC. And one day I will be able to stand in front of the stage speaking to thousands of people. It's never too late to start our working on our goal, and joining KBTC as joining a community, a supportive community like KBTC will get me there. Passions versus profession would be a challenging decision to make. So there's no right or wrong answer to it. The most important is that we never stop pursuing our passion, and no matter what our profession is. In conclusion, that being passionate about something is not necessary that you have to become your passions. It is essential that you follow your heart and do what you love, even if it's not your primary source of income. Dear fellow Toastmaster and guests, I hope my story has inspired you to pursue your dream, your goal. So please follow your heart and never give up. Thank you, and thank you for listening to my story. Hope my story will inspire everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicholas, for your memorable speech. I concur with you that we as a member of Klang Bilingual Toastmaster Club will support each other to conquer our field and achieve excellence together. Now is our second guest speech speaker, Malati, Tier 1 Malati. She will be delivering presentation mastery class as well. With this, understanding your communication style. Malati's communication style is E.PR.AP. I was wondering and intrigued what was that. And if I were to use one word, for UNESCO heritage site to describe her, it would be Gunung Buloh National Park. Why? Because it has a beautiful and fascinating view, and on top of that, I climbed pinnacles that and it was the most challenging one. I also know that Malati go for challenges. With that, let's put our hands together to welcome Malati. Malati, E.PR.AP. E.PR.AP. Malati. Right. Okay. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters. So I'm here today to share with you my communication style. Well, it's interesting that as I was preparing for this topic, I started analyzing my own communication style. What's my communication style? Let me just bring you back one of the memorable training that I attended 10 years ago. Being in customer service, I attended training on how to communicate with customers. After attending the training, I realized that those concepts that's been taught are very simple and straightforward, and it's applicable for all levels of communication, not just in talking with customers. So since then, those 4 concepts that sort of embedded in me has become part of my communication style. So after joining Toastmasters, I then challenged myself, how do I apply those 4 concepts in my speech delivery? And I've been doing that. So here I am today, going to share with you my secret. Do you want to hear more? Yes. Right, okay. So first, in communication, speech delivery, one of the first concepts that I have is empathy. Empathy is to be able to feel the other person's emotion, and you convey this through behavior such as mirroring, matching the other person's face by being in sync with them. I know the definition can be very, very lengthy, but I just want to have a check around. Can I just ask all of you, just raise me, help me to, confirm your understanding that you can follow me so far. If it's yes, can I just get a thumbs up, please? Right, thank you. Okay, those who are on the line as well. You can follow me so far? Right, okay, thank you. Well, empathy is a word which is very commonly used. But if you're wondering how do you then demonstrate empathy in communication, I just did it. I asked questions to seek for confirmation and understanding to make sure that we are in sync. Right? Apart from that, how do I demonstrate empathy in my speech delivery? It's where I establish eye contact with my audience. Establishing eye contact will sort of tell you, if let's say your audience are looking somewhere else or having some corporate discussion, that tells you that they are no longer interested in what you're saying. But here in this team, I can see that everyone's sort of having a look at me, and I can see that this sort of gives me a confirmation that I'm on the right track to keep your attention. So that's about empathy. So second one, the PR stands for positive regard. Positive regard is to be respectful towards your audience, not being judgmental, and using words that makes your audience feel valued and empowered, and you ask instead of yourself. Right? Okay, so this is where
I was asking question earlier to say that can I ask for your assistant to get a confirmation that able to follow me, right? And assuming that I have another option by just saying that if you can follow me, just raise your hand. That will be on the telling. So it makes a difference that when you are asking a question, it's on an asking mode rather than a telling mode. And it's also important that I could have also mentioned or thanked everyone for raising your hand earlier or for giving me a thumbs up by saying, my dear, lovely Toastmasters, thank you so much. I could have actually said that. So when I use the word lovely, or someone thanked you by saying the word lovely, or thank you so much, you've been wonderful, or what's your feelings, right? You always will feel fantastic, you will always feel good. So part of communication in positive regard, it's also ensuring that you use positive language in your communication. And the other part in positive regard to me is where respecting my audience, giving time, the time given to me in your 5 minutes or 10 minutes. This is where I ensure that I do my preparation sufficiently and I come and try my best to give you my best show during my presentation or my speech delivery. So that's where we have covered positive regard. And the third concept that's there is called authenticity. Authenticity is quite straightforward. It's about being your natural self in your speech delivery and not being robotic. Just because you have rehearsed and you have read the script, it's like you come and recite. That's not the way, right? It's about being your natural self. And it's also important that you do not imitate another great speaker that you have seen in the past. Be sincere in what you say, because I truly believe that human communication has the power to transmit your intent. So it's very important that be yourself, speak from your heart, and mean what you say. Right. Let me just go over the last one. That will be, we're talking about P stands for power. Power is where it's about respecting my audience and not acting superior to them during my speech delivery or by talking down to them. So it's a constant reminder to myself that I can be an expert in my speech that I can't prepare. I would have done my research and all that. I can be an expert. But at the same time, it's important that for me to remain humble, accepting feedback that's been given by my evaluators, knowing that those evaluation feedbacks are important to improve my upcoming other speech deliveries. So let me just summarize again. What is my communication style in my speech delivery, especially? The first, E stands for empathy. So I'm sort of, solving the puzzle. So E stands for empathy. PR stands for positive regards. A stands for authenticity, and P stands for power. And I have to tell you that these concepts are proven and tested to enhance your relationship when you use them in communicating with your friends, with your family, with your mother, father, whoever you need it, in colleagues. And even, try this even with God. Yeah. All right. So with that, I would like to thank you.
Thank you very much, Martin, for a different perspective on communication style. That concludes our second session, the speech session. That was all right, except Nicholas, because Nicholas has to be from Congratulations.
And last break from the 8. I'm already next.
It's great. All right. Invite our students to put up the Slido, to work for the events. The speaker that you find, who is your favorite? Can go to Slido.com, key in the secret code hashtag KBC405, or you can scan QR. I believe everyone has voted. It's very easy to vote 50 to 30. Half and half. Learn from Nisha. Half and half.
The probability is that half.
Yes, the movie is only half. Oh, very easy to think. Mini, minor, more. Okay, let's pick your preferred speech speaker. Now moving on to the third and final session, which is going to lead by our distinguished Toastmaster Melvin Chia, all the way coming from Subang Toastmaster staff. And as for Melvin, my good old brother, you see, he's so dedicated, even with 2 little kids around, he's still being here with us this meeting. If I had to use one World UNESCO Heritage Site to describe him, it will be his favorite. Maybe it's not. You can write me later on. Kita baru, he has climbed this mountain for multiple times, just like the backyard of his house. So let's put our hands together to welcome the Swedish Toastmaster, Melvin Chia.
Thank you very much, Shui for the nice introduction. So as the general evaluator, basically, I'll be playing a general role. As for today, I am playing double role, which is babysitting and also general evaluator for PC. So by the way, as the general evaluator, I'll have a team of evaluators that will be assisting me along the way. And now I shall like to call upon the first evaluator, that will be the distinguished Toastmaster Siva, to evaluate our first speaker, Nicholas Chi. Over to you, Siva.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Online audience, can you all hear me? Yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sorry. Right, I'm going to share my thoughts about Nicholas' speech. First and foremost, I think we need to give him another round of applause here. Why? Not because Toastmasters are crazy, only clap, but because it's a major milestone. You crossed the Rubicon, so to speak, that you've given your first prepared speech. That's a major milestone for everybody. You can't ever give your icebreaker again. There's only one icebreaker. This is the first time we can do for other parts, but it's the first time ever. Nothing will ever beat this moment. Now, that takes a while. What I like to comment you is you had a clear voice, Nicholas. You made minimal use of the notes. You are allowed to use notes as an icebreaker. You are even allowed to read word from a printed speech. It's allowed for an icebreaker. Because when you're an icebreaker, all we want to do is we want to hear you speak. We need that. So I want to comment you. Mostly you remembered your speech. Once in a while you referred, no problem. Well done. And you had hand gestures. You were doing the hand up, but it was one-sided. One suggestion, if I may, you may wish to consider, if you're in a position like this, just put your paper down. Then you can use both hands. And if you need to refer, then you can just, pick it up and read. That's just a suggestion because you're just starting your journey. Because I've been on this journey for a long time. Melvin has been on the journey for a long time. You are beginning your journey and you said you joined in November. Also, you have joined in November, correct? This is your passion. Now, you shared about that. You wanted to be like your lecturer, Dr. Gobi, is it? Electrical engineering lecturer. You said you wanted to be like him. And you were talking about your passion. Now, this is one minor point actually for your icebreaker actually. Perhaps you could be a bit more clear. I wanted to hear a little bit more about who you are, in the sense that, yes, you talked about your passion, about Toastmasters, and you found Klang Bilingual, it is nice. But I wanted to know, perhaps you could have shared a little bit more about why you want to be a better speaker, maybe a little bit about your previous speaking experience. There must have been something might have happened in the past. You felt you are not so good. To share a little bit. Because I think you were trying to be a little bit too much. You're talking about your profession, your passion, your dream. That I think is a very tall order for 6 minutes. So that's my major suggestion. Consider just pick one. Maybe in this case, because you seem to be from what I'm hearing of you, Nicholas, you want to be a good speaker. So just talk about your passion to be a good speaker. Why you want to do it? How did Dr. Gobi connect into that? And what you want to do? So we can have a better understanding of you, that we can know who you are, Nicholas G, as a person who's an aspiring professional speaker. That's my only suggestion. But this is your first week. I'm not going to talk about other things, the technical things and all this. I think you did a very good job for your icebreaker. So focus. That's my only takeaway for you for today's speech. That's all. Thank you. Another round of applause. Thank you so much. And thank you to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Siva, for the very friendly evaluation for our dear speaker. And now we shall move on to the next speaker, the next evaluator that will be Shasmir to evaluate Malati. Over to you, Shasmir.
Thank you, Mr. GE. Hello, everyone. Okay, I will evaluate the second speaker or second prepared speech for today, which is Malati. First of all, congratulations to you, Malati, for completing your level 2 project 1 speech. And overall, it's a very well prepared and well structured speech. And I believe you have meet the purpose of this project, which is the purpose of project is the members to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. Okay, and good things in your speech is a very good choice of title, which is EPRAP, and it actually trigger the audience what is this about, and it automatically will attract the attention or interest of the audience to listen to your speech from the beginning until the end. It's very good on that. And second, you have asked the audience, which you try to engage yourself with the audience, which you ask them, do you want to hear more about this? And you also ask, please confirm with me that you can follow me in your speech. You ask both physical and also online audience, which is very good, that you want to make sure all the audience are on track with your speech. Very good on that. And you have a very good tempo and pace during your speech. I find that you are you're very steady and very calm, which you speak not too slow and not too fast. Very good. And that's your overall your speech is very good, and it could be better if you can adjust your tone of the speech, because I found that it's a bit of monotonous. Yeah. And maybe you can, in some point of your speech, you can use pause to make sure that you want to stress your point to make sure the effective of your speech. And then maybe I would like to challenge you in your future speech to stress a bit on the conclusion. Try to stress on the call of action that you want the audience to the takeaway for the audience. What the speech that really benefit the audience? What is the style of speech could really benefit them? And you can end up your speech with the word like I urge you to use this kind of style, or I would like you to try this style. So you stress them for this for them to use the message and stress on the call of action. Overall, it's a very well prepared speech and it's a very good speech. and I hope my feedback could really improve in your future speech. And I'm looking forward to listen to your speech, Malati. Back to you, GE.
Thank you. Objective evaluation. And shall we vote for the best evaluator? Are we sending up the is it done?
Oh, so sorry. I just how.
All right, thank you. And now we shall move on to the technical evaluation. As for this club, they use the term language evaluation, or also known as grammarian. Shall we welcome the Toastmaster Yi Hao for the grammarian report?
General evaluator. So right now I would like to present the grammarian report. So for today's meeting, our word of the day is memorable. And for those who I have noticed is for Bia, I realized that she mentioned once, and for Hui Chi mentioned twice. And for the mispronounced word and word not used correctly, I have not noticed that for this meeting. And moving forward to the good sentence and word expression for today's meeting is that I noticed is for Hui Chi, he mentioned the word golden nuggets. And the second one is from Neshan. Neshan is not here already. Okay, it's from Neshan. He used the word well-rounded, not just in terms of the skills, but also in terms of the body, well-rounded body. The third one is from Nicholas. And for Nicholas, the good sentence that I noticed is it has become a game changer for me. And that will be it from the grammarian report. And back to you, General.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yi Hao, for the grammarian report. And now we shall move on to the next evaluator, that will be for the past feelers. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Thailand.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster Melvin. So now I shall deliver my past counter report. So I would like to begin by first congratulating our speakers who never use a single pause fillers, and they are Toastmaster Bia, Toastmaster Feichi, as well as Toastmaster Siwa. Congratulations for delivering an immaculate speech without any pause fillers. So next, I would just like to mention speakers that use pause fillers during the speeches. So for Suren, you have used 3 pause fillers, and the most common ones will be and then, so you say 3 times. For Neshan, I think you only mentioned it 1 time, which is yeah. For Nicholas, 6 times. Most common one will be so Malati, only 2 times. So both are also right. I think that's a repeated words that you use. For Jen, I think you use a pause filler 3 times. And for Sashmil, only 3 times as well. The most common one will be for voice 2 times, and for email 1 time. So that's all for me. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Alan. And now we shall move on to the next role player, that be the time control, which is the acting timer, Agnes. Please present your report. NG.
Now here's my report for the meeting of the timer. First of all, we start at the time is 7:30 sharp, and then our SAA using the time is 6 minutes. Beyond is 4.2 seconds, which is 7 minutes 7 minutes 1 second. For the table topic master, Melvin is 1 minute 23 seconds. How is 2 minutes 14 seconds. Voice is 1 minute 32 seconds. Children is 1 minute. Dress using 5 minutes 15 seconds. Nation special evaluation tips is 12 minutes 42 seconds. We start back at the time is 8:44 at sharp. Nicholas, the first speaker, using 5 minutes 12 seconds. Malati, second speaker, will be 6 minutes 7 seconds. Kiva, evaluator, first evaluator is 3 minutes 35 seconds. Evaluator for Shashmi is 3 minutes 51 seconds. How grammarian is 1 minute 2 seconds. Tylon is using 50 seconds, and I'm using 2 minutes. That's the record.
Thank you very much, Angie, for the timer's report. Now shall be my general evaluation report. Let me begin following the agenda. First of all, let me begin with the Toastmaster voice lead. I noticed that you use a very good way of starting the meeting by asking to share their interests and of course share something about something cultural that they know about, which is very good because you actually allow everyone to warm up before the meeting. Very well done. Good job, Voice Lee. Big round of applause to Voice Lee. Now let's move on to the President address, opening address. Our President Bi Yang gave us a very clear insights about the heritage site. You also expand my scope of awareness about what are the heritage sites available in Malaysia. Thank you very much. And of course, you use a different approach by sharing with us some general knowledge about heritage and culture, whereby most clubs or other presidents, they use this time to actually share something more different. But it's okay because different clubs have different practice, but you try something different. Very good. Congratulations, Bi Yang. Well done. Now let's move on to the next role player, the person that runs the show tonight, none other than Hui Ji, your area director. As you all know, she's a very experienced speaker. She covered almost everything about Toastmasters history, KBTC's history, agenda, the flow of the agenda, the team itself, and of course, the way she managed between the transitions from one speaker to another. She actually elaborate and then explain and then further summarize of what happened before that. So that was a very good way of keeping all the audience, whether it's online or physically, they can actually follow you very well. So my only suggestions for Hui Ji is keep maintaining same energy in everything. Well done. And of course, the role player, timer. Your members are really commendable because they are always ever ready. For example, like acting timer NG, straight away she said, I'm the acting timer. And that was a very good approach by your members. Very well done. A big round of applause to Angie. Now, this is the time for me to give you my feedback of areas for improvement. In industry, they call it major NC or minor NC. NC means non-conform. But in Toastmasters, they call it minor areas for improvement. Very nice way of putting it. So let me begin with the, of course, before that, let me comment on our table topic master as well, MJ. Very good way of attempting the table topic session by giving us a twist. This was very good, and because it enables us to try to click our mind and try to turn the other way around instead. Very good. Well done, MJ. Okay, now go back to the one for improvement. Toastmasters of the evening. Whoever prepared this agenda, MJ name is not spelled as AMJAY. His name is Guan Min J. So if you want to put MJ, you put a capital M, capital J, and then followed by whatever. But it's not AMJAY. You know, initially I thought it's an Indian guy. Turns out to be Min J. Number one. Number two, when Nishan gave his presentation, after his presentation, wonderful presentation, Toastmasters of the evening again. Remember to ask the audience to give him a thunderous applause after all the effort he had done. Thank you and bye-bye. So it's good to acknowledge his effort and of course his time when to share his knowledge with all of you. And number three, I know that you're on hybrid. Maybe you should consider mark a space in your platform, the speaking platform. Because just now when our dear distinguished Toastmaster Siva was giving his evaluation, I was looking at the headless Siva. I can only see from his neck till his torso or his waist. I couldn't see his head at all. So pity that I missed his face. So do take note of that as well. Okay, with that, I think that's all for my evaluation. Well done. Toastmasters KBTC is always very up to standard. They always have the full agenda. They have a lot of information for you to bring back. And always they always have a, if they have an invited speaker to share some good tips about evaluation. Well done. And with that, thank you very much for inviting me over, and I shall hand over the control back to our Toastmaster evening, Pechi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, our distinguished Toastmaster, for the MC. I have not heard this word for so long. We like constructive feedback because it helps strengthen our club. What I've learned throughout the whole narrow meeting was I get to know each and every one of the speakers better. For example, maybe next time we can organize skydiving, eat spicy food, drink coffee or tea, and of course watch maybe not horror movie, maybe some other movie. Not a fan of horror movie, but of course we can watch together, no worries. And now I would say our what session is this? Ready, right? Really fantastic. All of you voted your favorite table topic speaker. Best table topic speaker is you can voice Jordan and confident, you can switch on your video.
I will take photo for voice. Can I have Zoom master to spotlight voice? Zoom master, can you spotlight voice? All right. Let me take photo. 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, I'm done.
Thank you, Pia. Now, who will be the best prepared speech speaker? The best prepared speech speaker in drum roll, please.
Thank you.
Remain on the stage. Right now, I believe there's an icebreaker. The next one will be. Oh, you guys, sorry, now let's put our hands together.
Thank you.
Alright. Now it's our appreciation to our distinguished Toastmaster. Now we see what your video spotlight him to take. Thank you so much.
All right, I will just take photo of him. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, okay. Oh, one more time. Melvin, one more time, photo taking. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm done.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Melvin. Thank you so much. I believe we have icebreaker. Yeah. Icebreaker for Nicholas. It's not in order to get all these events out.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the encouragement.
Actually, we do have appreciation gift for our special trans speaker. Unfortunately, he already left the meeting, and perhaps you can claim his towel, our signature towel, limited edition next time. With that, I would like to hand it over to our dear and beautiful president. I'm setting off as our MC for today. Over to you, Pia.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our Toastmaster of the day, our area director Hui Chi, for making this meeting a smooth one. Firstly, I would like to thank our general evaluator for today, Melvin, for being here today, spending his valuable time today with us, providing us such a humble suggestions for our improvement. I'd like to also thank our member Nishan for preparing these sessions, evaluations tips, sharing with us these useful evaluation tips, PEA formula, helping us to improve our evaluations. And I hope members, you will apply what you learned today from Nishan in evaluations. And not forgetting about all the role players. Each and every one of you are very important in this meeting. Without you, this meeting would not happen successfully. And without further ado, I would like to quickly move on to announcement. Our next meeting, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Our next meeting will be on 17th of May, and please remember and bear in mind it is a fully online meeting, so please don't go to the meeting place. And the meeting theme for this meeting is today's is your opportunity to build your tomorrow, and I hope to see everyone again in our next meeting on 17th. And I will quickly move on to the next announcement. Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club nomination of club officers for next term. And here I like to inform all of our KBTC members here. Our nomination committee had considered the following club officers for next term. And if you have other candidate, if you have other candidate, or if you think you yourself, you like to challenge yourself to take up this role, you may let us know. You may let us know before 31st of May, or even on the day of AGM itself, 31st of May, you may let us know. Yeah, and the nomination committee involve myself and our area director, Heng Hui Chi, and our immediate past president, Juan. If you have any suggestions, or if you want to propose anyone, you can always contact us. So with that, I hope to see you all in our next meeting, and for our annual general meeting of 31st of May. So I hope to have all the KBTC members to attend this meeting. Yeah, if you have any questions about our next term club officers, you can always approach us. All right, with that, I shall now announce that our meeting today is urgent. Thank you everyone for joining us today. And Zoom Master Tailun, you can pass the host to me. Thank you. Jen, how are you recently? I cannot hear you.
Good.
You seem very busy.
Yeah, watching.
And Jiahui, if you have any questions, you can always let me know, or if you have any questions regarding our club, you can let me know.
Okay. Can I know more about the 11 pathways?
Yeah, I will share with you later the 11 pathway.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions, Jiahui?
Basically, how long do we have to prepare for the speech?
You mean when you deliver in the meeting? Yeah. So for the first timer, right? Usually the first time, right, is always the icebreaker speech. Icebreaker speech is to introduce yourself to the club. So for this speech, right, the project requirement is 4 to 6 minutes. 4 to 6 minutes for icebreaker speech, and following speeches, right, is usually 5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7.
Yeah, and yes, yeah, usually level 1, 2, 3, the project speech requirement, the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. And level 5 sometimes depends on pathway as well. Level 5 sometimes it may require 15 to 20 minutes speech. Yeah, depends on the project requirements. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, looking forward to learn more from you guys.
Yeah, so you may drop your contact to me. I can share you the 11 pathway.
Okay.
Or I can send to Jacob as well. Yeah.
Okay, so where can I contact you?
You can maybe you can just let me know now. I can just jot down your contact number.
Okay, 016
016
56
77
046.
046. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then how do you find about our session just now?
The session. Jacob shared it to me.
No, I mean, how do you feel about our session?
Okay, how do I feel?
Yeah.
I'm just want to learn, but actually I can't hear I can't understand the fastest one. Okay.
Sorry.
Like the Siva, I think it's Siva.
Siva, yeah.
Because it's
evaluator in our meeting.
Yes, it's fast. So maybe I just can follow a few sentences.
I see. No issue. So Toastmasters is a very good platform. It helps us to improve our English communications. Yeah. So especially when you attend the meeting regularly, you will see improvement very fast. Yeah. And each meeting when you participate, either taking up as a role players, just now you can see we have a lot of role players. Toastmaster of the day is like the MC of the meeting. Being a role player, it helps you to improve your communication as well. Yeah, if you didn't take up role player role on the day, you can join the table topics or to deliver prepared speeches. Yeah. So when you come to the meeting regularly and when you participate, you will see improvement in you very fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I will not feel so nervous when I have the opportunity to speak. Because English is not my mother tongue, so
no worries. I think everyone from there, I was a very shy person. Then for me, people who join Toastmasters, right? Some people, they want to improve their English communication. Some people, they want to overcome their fear of speaking in front of people. Some people, they want to build out their confidence of speaking. Yeah, so each and every one of us, right, are from there as well, like you know, some of our members. And so today you can see them, they improve. Yeah, even though we are not very good, but we compare ourselves with who we are yesterday, and every day we improve. And this is a very good platform where each and every one of us, we help each other to improve, to become better. Yeah, and I myself is not very good as well, and I'm still keep improving. Yeah, I want to be better. Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, and just now you said you are from Kuala Selangor, right?
I'm from Ipoh, but I'm a new teacher in
currently
in
staying at Kuala Selangor.
Yes. Teacher in do you know SJKC 80 primary school teacher.
Family school teacher, yeah. I think probably I can meet you up as well because I stay Kappa, right? Do you know there is a very famous restaurant there, right? There is also beach there, right?
Oh, I haven't been there.
Right. If we have chance, we can meet, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And our next meeting, you can join our next meeting. I'm not sure because actually we are doing hybrid meeting. It's only next meeting due to unforeseen circumstances. So we are unable to have the technical setup.
Oh.
So we will do fully online. But for you, if let's say you join our club, right, you will attend online or physical meeting.
I think most of the time I will join in online because it's 7:30 start on 7:30 p.m. right?
Yeah, because I think it's also quite far for you to come to Bayou, our physical venue at Bayou. It's also quite far. I think it will take around 1 hour for you to come. Yeah. So I think at the moment you can join us online.
Yes.
Because for you it's more on you want to improve your English communications where you want to have a more fluent communications in English, right? Yeah, so I think you join online is still okay because like for me, right? Actually, for me is I want to overcome my fear of speaking in front of people because I used to be a very timid girl. I did not to speak in front of people. So online meeting is not very useful to me. It don't helps me. Yeah, because I joined Toastmasters during lockdown. Yeah, 2020. So I spent my Toastmasters journey doing online meeting, deliver a lot of speeches. And this year when I started to go back to physical meeting, because this term only we started to do hybrid meeting. Yeah, because already reopened, right? And then when I go back to physical meeting place, right, I found I still have a fear of speaking in front of people. So it is still for public speaking, right? It is still you go to the physical meeting place, speak in front of people. Yeah, when you see people, right? Yeah, to me it's totally different when we join the meeting online and physical meeting. Yeah. So for me, actually, I usually join physical meeting. It's just today because I have meeting until 6 o'clock and I couldn't go to the meeting place in time. Yeah, that's why I joined online. So that is the good part about our club. We are doing hybrid meeting where our members, they can choose to attend online or physical. Yeah, where other clubs, right? There are a lot of clubs, they do either fully online or fully physical because it's very troublesome to do the hybrid meeting setup. And hybrid meeting setup, usually the quality is also not that good. Yeah, but for us, because we want to satisfy the needs of our members, so we are doing a hybrid meeting for this term. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I will join online.
Yeah, you can join us online. Yeah. I'm just not sure if you are ready to join, because if you are ready to join, I can send you the membership form for you to fill out.
I think I join one more meeting.
Yeah, sure. No worries. You can always join us. We welcome you to join us. Yeah. Okay. So I will send you the meeting link for our next meeting.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night. Jacob.
Jacob, I think
Jacob's still there.
I think he's not there.
Oh, he's not there, is it? I thought he's there.
I don't know him. I think he's not there.
He's trying to accompany you, so good, brother.
Because I have a big fear.
Oh, so you are actually the school is primary school or secondary school?
Primary school.
Primary, yeah. I remember that area is primary school.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's very hard for you to come to teach here.
Yes.
You never thought to relocate back to your hometown?
I I think I can learn more things in the different town. Not always stay on Ipoh.
And also be independent as well.
Yes.
When you stay outside, yeah. Hello, Jacob.
Hi. Yeah. Sorry. I just left my laptop there. I went away for a
No,
while.
no worry. But you are a very good brother. You accompany your sister here, you know.
Yeah. I heard she wants to learn lah because she saw me joining all these Toastmasters club and all that. Yeah. I was from Johor Division G.
Division G.
Yeah, Division G.
So which pathway are you taking?
I am taking presentation mastery, but I think I didn't do my speech for over a year already because I was the AD for a year. No time to do any speech.
I see.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
stop at which level now?
I stopped at I think level 4. Level 4.
I think same with me. I also stopped at level 4, and I'm the president for this term, right? And I was so busy with everything, so I don't really deliver speeches for this term. So I also stopped at level 4 and never continued. Probably
after I pass it down to my successor, then I'm going to start focusing on my speech again.
Yeah, this is my plan as well. Yeah. Yeah, all right. So
yeah, hope my sister is able to hope she gets interested lah. We will come to more meetings.
So looking forward
see how it goes.
Yeah, looking forward to have her joining us. Yeah. So we always welcome you, Jiahui. Just come as frequent as you could to our meeting until you feel comfortable one day that you want to join us as members. Yeah. We have a lot of members in our club. We have currently 23.
23. Oh.
Yeah, we have 23 members in the club now. We can learn from
other.
Yeah, all from most of them from Klang, because usually Toastmasters, right? People they join the club because they stay nearby the club, so they go to the club. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do have members who stay quite far, like PJ. We are at Klang, they are at PJ.
Oh,
yeah.
So
yeah,
they stand physically.
Yeah, like our area director Hui Chi, she's actually from PJ. She's actually from PJ. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she joined our club because her working place is in Klang lah. So she come to the meeting place is quite near after work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have members, another members from PJ as well. She's joining online. She's joining us online all the time. Yeah, because it's quite far for her to come. Yeah.
Yes. If I want to come, I need to night drive.
Yeah.
I drive at night, so I will join online.
Yeah, you can join online at the moment, and probably one day you can come to join physical to feel how is physical meeting. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. So I will share with you later the 11 pathway. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jiahui.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.